Good morning. It's Saturday, 9 March. Got a few things to do to the Jeep here. I'm going to try to get this reverse camera fitted. Possibly try to get the lights done around here like I saw Overland X and Brad from Trail Recon done. It's basically just a switch so you can turn these LEDs on here so you can see better. Also trying to get this sorted today, possibly. I'm going to try the same wire weld that I used before, or wire glue, whatever they call it. But this time I'm going to try to put some heat on it and see if it helps cures it up. And I'm going to read the instructions a bit better too. Make sure it wasn't nothing I was messing up. Also inside the vector bar, I need to find a new place to mount the iPad, because with the new radio that went in, the iPad needs to be at a different place because I had to move the phone from one side to the other. Yeah, real world problems, right? But so I got the phone over there. I just got to drop the iPad below it. But before I do all that, I've got to take out the vector bar and the radio and everything to get the reverse camera fitted. So that's gonna be the first thing up. I'm gonna try to get the vector bar out and the stereo out, and then start working on the reverse camera. It should be pretty easy. I shouldn't have said that, but from what I've heard, and the guys that suggested the stereo was Dynamic Sounds UK, same guys that finally got me the right harness that I needed. So hopefully it's all good. We'll see. So where I'm working on this is a bit of a wind tunnel, so it may get noisy. So I'm going to try to do most of these shots with talking inside the Jeep, and then everything else will be probably some kind of music over it or something like that, or a time lapse. So anyway, let's get started. Test this before I route the wires through the Jeep. So you only got 3 wires that come with this camera. You've got a positive or a hot, a ground, and an RCA, as I call them, for the actual camera. So the ground can go to any common ground or an earth. So I've got one here on the harness. And then the positive, or the hot, I'm going to put on the reverse wire that's on the stereo. So hopefully, as soon as I put it in reverse, it automatically kicks on. We're going to see in a second when it comes on. There we go. So when I put it in reverse, should automatically kick on the camera, but it's not. So that didn't go to plan. Basically, I plugged everything in like I thought it was going to be, and it didn't work. And upon further inspection, I just don't think that it was meant to work with that. Being the old Jeep and all that stuff, I couldn't figure out how to get the radio to power up the camera itself. So what I ended up doing was going to the back, taking off the tail light, and then soldering in a wire that came off the reverse light hot. So when you put it in reverse, the light goes on with the power going to that. It comes up and turns the camera on in the back now. So whenever I put it in reverse, the camera comes on at that point. And it sounds easy, but it wasn't. I wanted the wires routed properly, so I took loads of like panels off and tucked the wire along the track. And I was going to film it all, but honestly, I got way behind. We were supposed to go somewhere last night, and I was hustling, trying to get as much done as possible. So this morning I had as little to do as possible. So this morning I came out. I'll show you a picture. This is what it looked like when I came out. So I had to basically just hide all the wires inside. There's not a lot of room in the dash anyway for the wires that are already there. So I had to hide all the new wires and the old wires again and just get everything where it needed to be. I ended up making little terminals so I can plug the wires in, and I can unplug them if I need to, and there you go. So it's all in there. It's all tucked in. It's working. The only thing I got to do is on my Kenwood head unit that I have, I need to figure out how to make the reverse light, like the switch, like once you put it in reverse, it automatically comes on. So I need that to, and I'm sure it's something to do with wiring, and I'm not going back in there for a while. So I'll just hit the button to go to camera if I have to. I don't always need the reverse camera anyway. It's just sometimes, like when I come home, backing up to where the wife's car is, obviously I don't want to hit that, but I want to get out of the way. So
I'll probably use it then, or if I'm at a big car park or something like that has close cars, I'll flip it on. But other than that, I don't really need it, but it's kind of handy. I just want to make sure I don't hit her car, because I don't want to hear, I'll never hear the end of that if I did. So I got to make sure I'm safe for that. But it's all tucked in and nice. I ended up getting the vector bar back in. 67 designs, brackets everywhere. It seems like the iPad, phone, and the GoPro's all mounted up, ready to go. The GoPro, I've got it where I can move it around so you can swivel it. So if you want to film what you're doing, or if you want to film like a vlog style thing, you can. It's exactly what I needed. So there you go. That's all there. The iPad is purely for trail maps. I'm not going to use it for sat nav. It's just like when we go off road, I can find like on OS maps or Gaia maps or something like that. And then someone else has gave me another one. I can't remember it right now, but I'm looking at trying to try that too. You know, I don't know, but with the GPS receiver I get pretty good GPS signal for the iPad. So I got a lot of options. So we'll see what's going on. But anyway, I'll flip this around, show you guys what I ended up with, and I'm pretty happy with it. So here you go. All right, so there you go. Obviously iPad. That's right now, it's got the OS maps on it. If you're not familiar with OS maps, it's an ordnance survey that they use here in the UK. They may use it other places, I don't know. It's kind of new-ish to me, but basically you can see the green plus signs or where it's called a boat or a byway open to all traffic. That's where we can go. That's our green lanes. There's a couple other ones as well, but that's the one that I know most. That's the one that me and Owen were on the other day, actually. So up through there, way out there, then back that way. So awesome map, and you can have it follow you, so you can like tap on it and it'll track you, and you can see what you're actually doing. It's pretty good stuff. Phone, obviously. Spotify over to the Kenwood, and then the GoPro up there, and again I can flip that around to face the other way and move it around and fold it down out of the way if I want. Lots of options with that, and that's exactly what I wanted. So anyway, since we got this here, so we go to menu, camera, and right now it's off. Put it in reverse and bam, there you go. So you take it out of reverse, it goes away, but then you got to go back to home. It's kind of annoying. I need to get that figured out. But again, like I said, I probably won't use it too much, but until I get time to dig into it again, and I really don't want to get back in here for a while because it was a pain. But so right now I'll be doing that. All right, so the camera. So I might end up bringing that bracket out farther so that way it sticks out past the wheel. I put it on top of the AEV light and ran the wire actually through here and then down. I didn't want to take it inside this loom just in case I need to work on it, so I left it outside. Tucked it all up in here. Still got to neaten up some of that stuff. It goes through down the floorboard and up the front. Like I said, sorry it's a mess, but there's I've been working on this Jeep for like 2 days straight, so there you go. And this kit right here, the panel kit, it was like 20 quid on Amazon. It's awesome. I don't really do like a VIP type thing or the best product that I use, but obviously all this stuff up here, the 67 design vector mounts, or the vector bar and the ram mount stuff is phenomenal, and they've been great. Tool wise though, finally buying a proper set of these ratcheting crimps. But hands down, this thing right here, see if it focuses. There we go. So this thing you pop under like interior tabs, and you just pop them up like that, so that way it doesn't break them, because I was trying it with a screwdriver and ended up breaking the top out or whatever. This thing, it came with that panel kit that I showed you, like 20 quid, and this was one of them. It has like 20 or 30 pieces in it, even stereo removal stuff and all that, so definitely worth checking out. But anyway, I'm gonna get off here and wrap it up. I gotta clean up that mess in the back. And that's going to be it for the day, I think. I wanted to get 3 projects done this weekend. I got 1, but it ended up being a big one, and I done it what I think is the right way, so I'm happy with that. But anyway, I appreciate you guys stopping by, and we'll see you out there.